Hello everyone, this is Voltair42 back from the grave, and you guys are right back with me. Ooh, skeleton. Yes. Oh, not cool. Oh my gosh, that's so horrid. Oh no. This is gonna end badly. So very, very badly. Oh sheesh. No! Okay. I knew that was gonna happen badly. Do I really not have anything? Okay. Come on, I've gotta have, okay. By the time I get over there, it's gonna be daytime, so I just hope they didn't collect any of my stuff. Then again, if they collect stuff, they're gonna be there permanently until I kill them, so you know. Oh, and of course I don't have any food. Bro. Okay. Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay. Okay. So, let's try to talk and walk at the same time. I am going to preface this by saying what this conversation is going to be is a bit controversial. And that's not, that doesn't have to be a good thing or a bad thing. And, I mean, I'm letting you guys know ahead of time that it's controversial. And, if, like, it has to deal with politics. So, let's see. Politics. People have to realize that it sort of goes back to the old thing I was talking about before, where a lot of the arguments people have with each other aren't just actual arguments. They're actually issues with defining things. And people that haven't gotten the correct definition from someone, you will argue a lot. And like, I've actually I've tried to figure out a way of describing this in a way that's not as as to I have tried to figure out a way to describe this without getting all controversial, and it's pretty much impossible. Like, I've really tried to come up with a way of talking about this that's not controversial, and it always ends badly. Because you try to talk about it and it just doesn't. Oh wow, that's scary. So here's the thing. So, like a political discussion, like what I'm talking about is say that you're trying to talk about gay rights. Let's go with that. Say you're trying to go about gay rights. Well, one person's one of the big issues is the definition of marriage. What is one person's definition versus another person's definition? And the definition of marriage is very key to this because how a person gets married, a lot of people see marriage as how people get married. And there are different interpretations on what marriage entails. Is marriage just between a man and a woman? Is marriage something sacred by God? There's a lot of things that, when you try to say, hey, I'm married. Okay, what does that entail? And a lot of people are going to get into fights about what does that marriage, what does it entail to be considered married? So, I mean, you've got a lot of issues on your hands, and it can be very tricky trying to figure out exactly, how to define it, because one group of people may define it one way, and another group of people may define it a completely different way. But who's to say who is right? So you have to come up with different definitions for different things, or come up with one unifying definition, or find a way to use the two definitions separately. Like, I know that there are some groups of people out there that see marriage as only between a man and a woman because God said so. That marriage can only be that way, and if you try to have a marriage between a man and a man, you can't because that's the way God set it out. And so to have that is sacrilegious to them. But in the same respect, to be able to say, there's other groups of people that their view of marriage is it's two people that love each other that has nothing to do with religion. There are people that get married without a church wedding, without anything like that, because they're married, but they did it without having to go in. They're atheists, or they're agnostic, or they're whatever they are. Okay, you guys need to follow me. Seriously. I am your cult leader. Follow me. Come on. Come on. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. Okay. But yeah, that's that that difference is huge. The difference of saying, "Oh yeah, no, this is just something simple as, can two people be married?" Can be a very difficult topic to define because of the way people are brought up. And that's really how it is. I mean, it's hard to get rid of someone's definition for something. And you're not going to change someone's definition of something very easily. You really have to show like a great difference. And in fact, you might have to start creating different words, which is definitely hard when a person grew up knowing, hey, like saying, okay, so guess what? We're going to say marriage is between a man and woman. And that means that we need to come up with a different word for marriage between a man and a man. Well, how do you justify that to the person that's went their entire life knowing that in their heart marriage pertains to marriage of anyone? and marriage can go between a man and a man. How do you define that? How do you tell them, no, sorry, you're wrong? It's very hard to do that, and for that person to believe it, because that's the way they were brought up. So that can happen in a lot of things, and like the exact same thing can happen in terms of things like abortion. Being able to say, oh no, what is considered life? At what point is something considered alive is a very integral part to abortion procedures. And unfortunately, I mean, you have to define that. And if that's not something everyone can agree on, you're going to have fights on your hands, and you're going to have to define things to be able to figure out, okay, when is it able to do this? When is this? When is this? And you have to make cogent arguments based on that. And it's very hard to come up with that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I think that's one of the things people need to be wary of. And really, those kinds of arguments, they're hard to defend. And I think that we're living in a time that, coming up with ideas on how to change policy is going to get very finicky, very quick, because all the easy stuff, all the, oh, we should be doing this over this, oh no, we should be doing that over this, all the hard decisions are usually already made at this point. Don't get me wrong, decisions are going to be just as equally as hard. In the very near future, there's going to be some very equally hard decisions to be made. But at the same time, it's going to be a lot of those hard, difficult decisions have already been made. Now, we don't have to worry about a lot of them. So, I mean, that's a mixed blessing. Because, I mean, a lot of the easy, hard decisions have already been made. Like, ending slavery, allowing women to vote, that kind of stuff. I mean, it's hard, and, people have trouble passing that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's going to be a lot easier than figuring out, the exact method of doing tax reform. Because, I mean, there's not going to be a huge amount of people, clamoring to get that kind of stuff done. And the people that are going to get it done are going to be doing it for their own interest. And oh, hello. Oh my god, we can go caving. Oh, that's next episode. I'm not even joking. That is the next episode. But yeah, I mean, a lot of those kinds of decisions are just, they haven't been made yet. And people are going to be clamoring to decide, what do you see as correct in life? What are you going to tell your kids is correct? A lot of people have no idea. I mean, there's a lot of issues that a lot of people are not going to be able to figure out or tell, and that's going to be hard. because there's no easy, definitive answer for anyone, for any reason, for a lot of these things. So, I mean, again, I mean, we're just, you know, spitballing stuff around here. It's going to be difficult, and people are going to get hurt, and people are going to get angry, and things are going to happen. I mean, that's the unfortunate side effect of being in the world we live in now. People are going to get angry, people are going to get hurt, people are going to be pissed off at each other because one person believes that that oranges are the fruit of the devil, and another one thinks that they're the fruit of the gods. I mean, it can be something as stupid or simple as that. And I mean, if you grew up being told, hey, by the way, Jesus loves you, and he lets you know by the fact that he puts orange juice on your plate every day. If that was something you grew up being told every single day, it'd be hard for someone to come in and just say, hey, by the way, that thing, wrong. Yeah. So, I don't know. I feel like I've talked about this kind of thing a lot before, but, you know, just making sure that but I mean, seriously, just having discussions with people and being careful about what you say, that's a really big part of life. I mean, you're going to have a lot of people in your life that you're not going to agree with, and you have to find a way to live with people, because people are going to make you angry, and people are going to do things that you don't like, and there's going to be a lot of things that happen to you. But dealing with them is a big part of it. Bang, bang, bang. Okay, so I feel like I have not talked about this in a while. People, you need to comment, like, comment, and subscribe. Seriously, please. That's a big part of this channel. Come on. Even if you don't like or subscribe, just comment. Seriously. Please, just comment. I would love to hear any and all comments people have to say. That's a big thing of the reason why I want to get into this. So, you know, even if it's just a, hey, like the video, just do something. Just comment somehow. Ba-ba-ba-ba-dow. Man, it's getting kind of late today. I'm getting right at that point where it's like, man, I want to eat. Come on. Yes. Very, very nice. Bam. Great. Okay, so let's see. I need to talk more. So, what am I going to talk about? You know, whenever I think about what I'm going to talk about in these series, even when I have like a really good, like, riff I can go off of, or a really good idea of, oh man, saying this and saying that would be really cool, it never turns out the way I think it will. It never comes out like it. And I think part of that is I just don't have like you can't script the way you want to talk every time. It's just not going to come out the same. And unless you have just like, a script of, oh, I'm going to say this, then I'm going to say that, then I'm going to say this, and now that. Unless you have that, you are not going to say everything the exact same. I guess that's just the way people are. Who knows? Maybe that's just the way I am. Because every time you try to say something, at least every time I try to say something, I think of it in a different way. And I think that's sort of what gets me to realize other people's sides of arguments. I think of, I was having an argument and I thought of argument, you know, I thought of argument B after I thought of argument A. So when I go back and talk about it, argument B, is an interesting argument, but it sort of nullifies argument C. Or, it kind of nullifies argument A. And argument D definitely nullified argument A, so I can't talk about that. But how can I get to argument A? Or how can I get to argument B without going through argument A? So, things change every time I try to record. Even just like things of how I want to talk about stuff. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Cannot believe that happened like that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to end it here. Let's put some torches. Yeah. That looks good. Get that done. Remember, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.